Hello, fellow listeners, and welcome back to today's podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about if it is mandatory for people to take vaccines. Now, I know there's a lot of things that people are skeptical about, but it's actually perfectly safe, as the odds of people catching diseases drop from 15% to 10% if everybody was vaccinated in a room, and increase from 69% and 73% if everyone was not vaccinated. Now, you may be wondering, does my religion support this, or would the Pope want me to do this? And I would like to tell you that yes, Pope Francis believes that getting vaccinated is an act of love. And in the Bible, it says that our bodies are temples. It says in 1 Corinthians 6:19 to 20, and the use of vaccines can help protect our temples and protect ourselves. Another place it says this in the Bible is Matthew 22:39, which is loving your neighbor. And Jesus commanded believers to love their neighbors as themselves. So if you get vaccinated, you're not only protecting yourself, but you're protecting your neighbors and your friends. So that way you could show your love for your neighbors is by getting vaccinated. Now the last one I'm going to share with you guys is Proverbs 4:15. Personal conscience and wisdom. The Bible calls for informed choices rather than acting out of fear and ignorance. Now, by getting vaccinated, you lower the chances immensely of you and your peers and neighbors getting injured or dying from diseases. So, if you and all your peers and neighbors were to get vaccinated based on the informed choices instead of fear and ignorance, you would just be better off. And by doing this, you will protect everyone around you, or help protect everyone around you. Now, by doing now, I know many families are wondering, oh, what if it causes autism? Well, it doesn't. And the reason it doesn't cause autism is because the way we create vaccines is by using a special enzyme to cut out the DNA or like this little strand that is in the gene, and we put it back into your DNA or like the vaccine's DNA by using complementary stuff, and then that's a very specific way on how we make it. So you getting autism from this is very unlikely and probably not possible, and there have been no links to autism and vaccines. Now, why is it important for us to get vaccinated? Well, I've already said that it's safer, but it also you help human rights. You protect the fundamental dignity and freedom and basic needs of all individuals by allowing them to go to school without having the fear of being sick. Let me paint an example for you. Imagine you're in a classroom and all you hear is that one person coughing, 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 coughing. And then let's just say another person on top of that sneezes. I mean, you're not going to feel very comfortable, are you? And then by the end of it, you're going to get worried of being sick. You're going to be worried that you're just not, it's not safe to go to class. And that ruins your human right to go to school. So you have to get, or it should be mandatory for everybody to get vaccinated. That way we can protect the people's education and everyone's health and safety. Now, it is a part of individual justice because by protecting yourself, you protect others, and by doing this, you give everyone the justice of being able to go walk, go anywhere. You give them the justice to go around and see. Well, being vaccinated is very important, and let me show you some quick examples. All right. So Have you ever felt like you wanted to learn how to PvP? Well, you're in luck. Today, you can go check out MicroKid3, and he can teach you how to play video games the right way. He teaches Minecraft, Valorant, Marvel Rivals, and so much more over so many of your favorite platforms. Don't believe me? Check it out. Alright, that's it for today, but hopefully, I'll see you the next one. And this was the room full of everybody who was vaccinated, and this was the room full of everybody who wasn't vaccinated. Out of the total amount of people, the lamps lit up, so these six, those are the people that would have catched the disease. So if you were in a room full of people who were vaccinated, these were the people that would have gotten the disease. And if you were in a room full of people who weren't vaccinated, well, the light up lanterns represent the people who would have caught the disease. So as you can tell, it's a major difference. This is, I want to say 12%, and this is 35%. So now I'm going to show you as an example with dogs. Basically, this is the comparison of how much gets the disease. Now, what happened in COVID-19 is it killed a good many that amount. So, we're going to represent that. Let's say everybody who caught the disease died. You see how many dogs we're going to have to kill? I mean, these ones protected their neighbors. They protected all of these ones. And they actually might not even die. But these ones, they have a high chance. And even though some people think that, oh, if you catch a disease, it'll help your immune system grow better, I'm afraid that's not always the case because sometimes the disease wipe you out. And just like what happened in COVID-19, all of us, or any of those who caught it, perished. Well, all in all, I hope you enjoyed today's podcast on whether or not it should be mandatory for people to get vaccinated. And in conclusion, I shall be wrapping up this with my answer of yes, as you will be saving many people and protecting your temple. But now this comes to an end. Well, I hope to see you on the next episode on either Twitch, YouTube. This one was featured especially for you guys at home so you can watch, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I have. Now, I really hope that you guys will tune in for the next one, and I really hope that you have an amazing time of your life until then. But until I see you then, I like to say see ya. See you until next time.